Number one citizen, we're going to do it. You guys are going to go for it again. United States of America.
Traditional institution is one of the oldest institutions in Nigeria. Historically, a traditional ruler is the head of a traditional system of government. As custodians of culture in their communities, most of these monarchs are known to wield authorities and supremacy. Nigeria is blessed with diverse customs and cultural heritage, mirrored through the different monarchs. In Anambra State, Southeast Nigeria, a throne is said to be a sacred seat of power in the palace for the monarch. Why palace in this part of the world is a large and impressive building, beautifully structured like these ones, where throne and other important facilities are kept.
A throne is not ordinary chair, it's traditional ruler's throne. Not everybody has it. Even it's different from the one other people have it. So you can see the crown, you can see everything on it. So it's solely the traditional rulers that have it, not every other person from the community, and you cannot see it anywhere except the palace of the traditional ruler. The coat of arms here signifies that I am a true Nigerian. That I am a true Nigerian, that's why you have it. Then the chaplet shows that I'm a Christian, and for that matter, I'm a Catholic by denomination. So that is what it's. I'm a full, complete Christian, practicing it. That is why I hung that chaplet, so that everybody coming in will see that I'm a Christian. An authority given to traditional rulers by the state government. You see, it shows that that particular traditional ruler is recognized by the state government. You can see it. It's even written on it. Recognized traditional ruler. In Obeledu is being called Odo. So traditional rulers use it to great people. No, it's not expected that traditional ruler will be shaking you with his hand. So with this one, you will make all your greetings. You don't touch anybody. So the person will bring out his, use this one to greet him. If it is another titled person, you give him three greetings with this. You don't touch his hand, and he will not touch your hand. To my own there's no fetish attachment here, but I don't know about any other person. I'm talking about my own. The one on my hair I use is commonly for any, if I'm going out from my palace, I can put it on. That one you are seeing over there is being worn once in 4 years during the Ofala festival, because Obeledu community celebrates the Ofala festival once every 4 years.
In Igbo land, throughout Igbo land, we have only 2 Ezenris, 2 towns that take their title to the rank of Ezenri. My town already was one of them. The other town is the town we call Agugunri. There is also a kingly, part of kingly vesture that Ezenri must wear. It has to be cowrie and no other thing other than cowrie. So that's why. And if you look at my feathers, I told you there are 16 number. The next title holder to me, in order of rank, because I'm the highest title Ezedike man in this town. Next title holder has his own feathers to be 8 in number. The next to him is the title holder that have my home palace, but I live just over there. But I have a bigger palace a bigger palace in our traditional forest palace land. That palace there is not yet finished, it's still under construction. And the one which is the central one that contains every member of the North in this town. If I want to have a holiday with them, it's not be here. This is not large enough for them. We go to that palace in the Ofia. It will contain all other members of the North. There are so many in this town. I think we're nearly almost up to 100 people. Yes. So that place is wider, and even sometimes if we're having some foreigners who want to decorate with any shooting system at home, it will not be here. It will be in that forest land, so that they won't be accommodated and all that, both visitors and our indigenous people. So that's why I stay here for a long time.
In actual fact, this is not his palace. Please note that this is not his palace. As an Ezedike before, when he takes the title, he will go to our palace, Oranyelu. When he gets there, he lives there forever. He will not even get back to his house. When he comes to this house, he will only stay at the gate. No, he will not come into his house. He will not go into any other house, in any place except the Obala's house. Because that is the only house that is cleansed enough for him to go in. If not, when he comes to this gate, if he wants to talk to anybody here, he will come there. Then his wife lives with him in the palace. But there is, the wife cannot cross Ezedike. The wife has her own house in the palace before that is Ezedike. You've been there before. The wife cannot cross the Ezedike because women do not cross Ezedike, and women have not crossed Ezedike since that place started, and we have kept to that. If you hide your place and yourself and cross it, something will happen to you. If you like, go and try.
Gwagriga means staff of office. Gwagriga. In the ancient times, then the Ezedike there was, he had his own Gwagriga, and around it he tied some birds. And when his head is moving, if he strikes on the ground, it makes some particular noise. And that's generally we indicate that with one people who are passing around that Ezedike is on that route. And once that noise is heard, it spreads to the town, then what indicates that any woman who is coming by will just have to give way.
When he takes the title, he will go to our palace, Oranyelu. When he gets there, he lives there forever. He will not come into his house. He will not go into any other house, in any place except the Obala's house. Because that is the only house that is cleansed enough for him to go in. When he goes out for a function, he can hold this on his right hand, or he can hold that fan on the right hand. And then if a titled person comes close, he will use that one to take a greeting the way Igbos do. If you are a titled person, you can use this to announce to the world you are coming in or going out. You can use it to communicate with spirits. This is Odu. This is supposed to be from Eni. You can also use it to, even though this majorly, if I don't have if my fan, traditional fan, I can use it to replace the fan. I can use it to take greetings. Yes, I can use his God to greet people, to take greetings from titled men. He can use his order to take greetings from titled men. This usually he will, if he is not holding the Ngwagrega, he will be holding this on the left, holding this on the right, and you can take this to take greetings. You can touch it. If a woman bends down, he will touch it and at her back. And if a titled man comes, he will use it to take title. If somebody wants to shake hands with him, he will use this and touch the person's hand. The fan SN holds is most of the things he will hold or go with are consecrated. Like if the offer is consecrated, once he gets a consecrated offer, then he becomes half man, half spirit. Then if he has the consecrated fan, then that fan becomes kind of a holy thing.
Even in this throne, my wife have her own chair is here. If you look at this one, you will see queen's hair. It signifies the queen of this community. If you look at this one, you will see coat of arms. If I have important visitor like the governor, president, any important government personality, they will stay in this one, while the queen will stay here.
Part of the makeup of the palace is what is called Imobi, where the king attends to his subjects and visitors.
If masquerade is out in the village square, you will know the big masquerade and the small masquerade. When we put our attire, we don't name it in television, but anytime we put our attire, anybody from Ukwulu, even if you don't know what is happening, he will tell you that Igwe is performing New Yam Festival, or Igwe is performing Ofala or Wasata. But when you see us, there are one where if we put on attire of Wasata, a woman cannot stand in her front. But if it is New Yam Festival, both women, everybody will dance together. If it is Ofala Festival, we dance together. But if it is Wasata Festival, we dance only us and old people in the village. Before the Igwe will come out of his palace, the masquerade will first of all go round the community and came back and woke up where Igwe is sitting. So Igwe will come out. Any women that is around will stay far and be watching. Till when the Igwe removes that attire and put on another one, everybody will dance and celebrate.
Palm trees don't grow in their palace. The reason was that SNRI doesn't see crops. Then there were a lot of palm trees in that palace before. Because if you look at this town now, you hardly can see a hectare. I mean, 2 plots of land together without any palm tree on them. It's one of the most abundant trees in our place. But one of the tappers who used to come and tap palm wine for SNRI fell from the tree, one of the palm trees, and died many, many, many years ago, maybe more than 300 or 500 years ago. Then based on that, our people requested God to that we do not want palm trees in that place again, because that SNRI had to cleanse his eyes for seeing not just crops, because ordinarily he won't see crops. Opala doesn't see crops. No, neither Opala nor SNRI see crops. So for not only he saw crops, but that corpse was in his own palace. So it was a very big abomination. So that was why our people pleaded with God not to allow palm trees to germinate in that place or to grow in that place. In white, when the white man came, he heard of this story and planted. He went there and planted some palm trees. then put some guards to watch those palm trees. They did not grow. They died.
That's very weird. So,
Is it weird?
yes.
It's not weird. It is power of God. Because
Since that until now.
it's the power of God. Human life is very important. So if you consider that somebody died there, and then that we do not want corpse in that place, you will call it weird.
Another one, I want to know the place of Bitakola and
In this area of the world, I mean Ukwulu community in particular, we are not including wives so much in tradition, especially in Onwasato.
As this helps to enrich the cultural heritage of the people, some of the revered monarchs in the eastern part of Nigeria and beyond, whose personalities are associated with class, royalty, and grandeur, speak on the regalia and costumes.
We have different attires in different occasions. That is what signifies what we are doing at that point in time. It's tradition. The attire you wear will tell the people of the indigenous the tradition, what we are doing in that very day. So you don't wear one attire always, especially in time of New Yam Festival and Ofola Festival and Onwasato Festival. We have all those things in this community, and you wear different attires.
If you are doing your Ofola Festival, that one requires special attire. If you are going something like you are going to a ceremony being organized by the community on weekdays, you are expected to, you are not expected to wear the same attire you wear on the
This
Ofola.
palace is Ukwulu Palace, and one of things they know how to do best is that they respect their traditional ruler very well. Whenever we are performing a New Yam Festival, all the villages, we have 5 villages, they will gather together. Some will bring cow, some will bring ram, some will bring so many sort of things to come and pay homage to the traditional ruler. And whenever there is a land dispute in this community or any other dispute, they will come to the palace. The king and the chiefs and the chiefs will stay and deliberate on the matter and give judgment. And our judgment is so strong that it can stand test of time, even if you go to Supreme Court. So Ukwulu never play with their palace or their king. Whatever you see here, whatever you see in this palace signifies one thing or the other in our culture. If you see lion in our own side, my own kindred in olden days, as they told us, if you shoot us in the farm, in the bush, we will turn lion to attack that person. That is why you will see lion first. If I want to go to any fight now, I will invoke that spirit that will make me turn lion to go and fight. So whatever you see here signifies something in our tradition. The chair you have here, these beautiful chairs, is for those called Ichie. We have hierarchy. the chair is most senior, the most high in hierarchy. So they have, every villages have one representative of each chair. So when they come, if we are doing anything, they will take the chair first. Other chiefs will stay the other side. We have 5 villages. Each village will have 4 each year. So 4 times 5.
It's 25.
That is what you have here. Anytime you see a traditional ruler put on white, it symbolizes peace. That is the description of white. White is peace. That is when we have white chalk in our palaces. White chalk signifies peace. The bead, any traditional ruler, is even in the constitution, traditional ruler's law. Every recognized traditional ruler will not go out of his palace without putting on a bead.
The one rightly on my head here, if you are going out to maybe visit a friend, go to any nearby community, I am going to dress like this. You see, for any occasion, assuming that I want to visit a friend, I can dress like this. You see, I can even I will change this very cloth I'm wearing and change it to maybe a lesser complicated one. You see, but for Ofala festival, we have to, the attire has to befit the festival. The one I'm putting like this, if somebody invites me, maybe I have an invitation that will attend at Agolo, Akweze, and the rest of all, I can be like this. But if it is in Obeledu, it can be a lesser attire. But it has to be something that befits the traditional ruler. Falade. That one you can wear Igwe's attire, but it's not going to be the same as the one you put on the Falade.
The one that is a must that you perform yearly is New Yam Festival. New Yam Festival is the time all the sons and daughters of Ukwulu community will come back home and give thanks to God for outing. Farming season, we went to farm, we farm, our crops germinate, we are celebrating. That time is time we give thanks to God that we went to farm and we cultivate our farm and nothing happens to us. So that is very important that you must perform it yearly.
On my headgear, if you come close and take a count of them, they should be 16 in number.
And those feathers must be Igwe feathers. Well, that has been the custom, but I guess that because the Igwe is the highest bird we see around here, and is the most precious bird around here, and because someone taking a title must be prepared to dress in a precious way, then that could be the reason.
The men and the women are doing their own thing traditionally, but separately. Like if we want to cut to New Yam Festival, women cannot cut to yam. After performing the ritual, we invoke our forefathers, our ancestors, to come around and stay before we cut. But women cannot do that. They will be separate, doing their own somewhere, and they're enjoying themselves. Ukwulu community, our forefathers, there are warriors in this area. The man called Ukwulu is a hunter. That is why Ukwulu stay in this part of areas, while his brother, Ugbo, Ifitedunu, Munachi, and the Mudioka stay in the other side. Ukwulu has a vast area of land because our father is a hunter. So that is what makes us, different with other communities. If you are hearing this adage, where they say a John Wabagana, ye Jessica Ukwulu Oseka Onan Gojeleje. The Abagana masquerade came to this community because the Ukwulu community, we are Christians. We are performing tradition at the same time. This community accepts Christianity for a very long time. We are one of those in this area, even before Oka, where the Christianity, evangelism touched Ukwulu from Aguleri. After 4 days, they are here in this Ukwulu community, before that community around. So Ukwulu is a popular and a strong community, and we relate with our neighbors very well. We don't look, this community, we are not looking for anybody's trouble. We are almost to the path of peace. So we are known for peace. Ukwulu people are known for peace.
Among the Igbos, the Eze, Igwe, Obi, Okpala connote monarchs. Royalty attributes to attires from head to toe. Their regalia looks outstanding as it adds to their courage.
This regalia shows completely that you are in the palace of the traditional ruler of Obeledu, and the regalia shows that I am the traditional ruler in question. Yes, we have so many regalia. If you are doing your Ofala festival, that one requires special attire. If you are going something like you are going to a ceremony being organized by the community on weekdays, you are expected to, you are not expected to wear the same attire you wear on the Ofala day. That one you can wear Igwe's attire, but it's not going to be the same as the one you put on the Ofala day.
Because once you take the Ume title or the Ajirija title, those people who have 4 feathers, once you take that title, you are entitled to put the ankle robes. That's all. So it is a sign that you have gone up in the title, not just ordinary Nze or Ozo. Okay. We still have to go and put on soakaways, toilets, and so on in that area.
Also, director of several other shell companies in the United Kingdom.
The importance of monarch in peacekeeping and unity in Anambra State cannot be overemphasized, should be given due respect.
Ijago.